Hey, welcome back, guys. Time to get another hour workout in tonight. Tonight's going to be a little lighter than last night. This is the start of the season for this outdoor stuff. My knees are a little sore today. So, I'm going to walk tonight without any heavy weight. I'm going to be doing my wrist, forearms, all that good stuff. Missed the old hammer. I was using this the other night. I was walking up to the road with it. And I want to get back into doing this like almost every night with this hammer because you know me, I love my strongman stuff, sure, but arm wrestling is what I do all the time. So she's time to put some work in for the old arm wrestling. I got my coffee over here. I just finished a doobie. Just kind of having a little bit of a quick smoke, but when I used to walk, I'd smoke anyways and just use the hammer at the same time, right? So it's all good. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get started and stop, shoot the shit when I need a break. I've got my kettlebells out here again too, so if my forearms need a break, my wrist and stuff after a bit, I'll just switch it up back and forth. But we'll get our hour in. We're like 1 minute 17 seconds in now. Dude, I miss this hammer. I used to do this all the time. Just walk. I would walk up and down the road. By the way, I got my microphone on tonight too. So while I'm walking out and down, up, back and forth up my driveway, I can just go ahead and shoot the shit with you guys too. So yeah, that right there, you do that way. That's obviously hitting the bottom of your forearm. And then when that gets sore enough, you have to come a little higher up on the hammer, okay? But then you start doing the top of the forearm. And the whole time you're working your wrist, you know? So she's all good. I used to go a lot longer than I can right now. That wrist is still sore from the other day, that big day of work. But anyways, let's get our legs warmed up. I think I mentioned my knees were a little sore today from yesterday, so I actually got my little knee sleeves on right now, right? To just help hold everything together in my old body that's broken down. But anyways, guys, I'll get a few footsteps in and then I'll stop and drink some of my coffee and shoot the shit. But like I say, with this microphone on, I can talk to you guys even out there. So even out at the end, that is. Anyways, I'll be back. I put up my I put up my video from last night. I started it last night. It took all night last night from like 11 o'clock to like 2:30 this afternoon. It took forever. It was a 1 hour video, and it took, like I say, all night and all day just to load onto YouTube. So that's why, if you noticed, the video I put up today went up in the middle of the day, but meanwhile it was from last night in the middle of the night when I made the video. So we'll see how long this one takes tonight. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Some nights it just does that, eh? Sometimes it just takes longer. There is my neighbors noticed it too. There's a very weird smell in the air tonight that nobody can really explain. There's a storm blowing in, and I didn't even look to see where it was blowing in from. But it's giving the air a very weird smell. Very weird. Oh, there it is. My favorite thing to do in the world is walk with my hammer, curling it like that. That's my favorite thing. Nothing feels better for the forearms. Not for me, anyway. Personal choice, right? But I absolutely love doing this. Went over to the store tonight to get my coffee, and oh, there's some lightning. I don't know if the camera picked that up from back there, but over there across the river ahead of me, there's some lightning. So we'll see if we get our hour in. This storm's not supposed to come till later that I knew of, but what do I know, right? Even the weatherman doesn't know how to predict the weather anymore, so I guess I'm not going to do any better. But yeah, I went to the store, ran into my Aunt Doreen Passmore. I'm standing there. I seen the top of this guy's head over the chip rack, and I was like, "Hey, is that Chad?" There's old Chad Lovegrove pops out. "Hey, Buck, how's it going?" So it's always nice to run into family and friends when you're just going over for a coffee. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw. Yeah, you probably did see that little flash over there a second ago. It was all out over the river over there, you know. And so yeah, you might get a little bit more lightning show on this camera tonight. We'll see. It's the first night in a while having the old microphone back on. Haven't used it for a bit. When I've been working out in my backyard this winter, for one, I wasn't always filming it. And for two, the nights that I did film it, I found that I was standing so close to my camera, there was no point in me having the microphone on. Whereas when I'm out here right now at the end of my driveway talking to you guys, you'd never hear me out here if I didn't have the microphone on. So it is great for that, you know. That feels so good on the forearm. So nice. Oh man, because my forearms, like I said, my forearm bones hurt the other day from so much tamping. So this, my bones have started feeling better. And this is just feeling great. It's just stretching everything out, getting the muscles all moving, getting everything working. Love that. We had a little 2 week run right now where we're not going to be arm wrestling. So I just want to train right now. I want to train for both, sure, and I'm going to, you know, for the strongman too. But right now, this summer, I really want to get back into hard training for arm wrestling. I really do. It is the one thing I love. So, you know, kind of like I've let my training slide a little too much with that. And you notice it. You do. You know what I mean? You're not the same guy on the table anymore. So it don't tell. The Buckster's coming back very, very soon. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks when I show up. I'm telling you, this hammer is more than just a pretty black hammer when it comes to arm wrestling. She works great. Well, no more lightning yet. Just that one flash, eh? Sometimes it's like that. But it's not supposed to be storming here until like the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. And it's 10 o'clock right now. I got out here a little later than I wanted to as usual, but it's okay because I don't have to work in the morning. So I love my nights. I've always been a night guy. I like doing my workouts at night. That's what I was just telling my aunt next door too. Yeah, nighttime. Not as many people around. It's cooler. As you can see, I got my sweater on tonight. It dropped quick. Today, when I was out doing the last little bit of cleanup on Preston's side behind the landlord's shed, as nobody else was going to do it, I was in the sun and it actually was kind of warm, eh? Ooh, there goes Cuddles. That's my cat running across in front of us there. Not quite walking as fast as I was the other night, but like I say, my knees are a bit sore and stuff, so I'm not coming out here to run, but just walk. Just keep working the old legs, eh? So last night, I wound up making 2 videos. First video I made was just me walking my dogs. And then the second video was me out here in the middle of the night doing my whole workout. But the first video I made last night when I walked my dogs, I was saying, one of these days, I'm going to be making a video and we're going to catch, this guy's been lighting these propane tank bombs, he makes bombs out of propane tanks. It shakes our houses and everything. It's absolutely crazy. It's so loud. It's like a missile coming in, like it's a bomb. It literally is a bomb. But he's been doing this for a bit. So last night, right after I shut that movie off, I was sitting in the house. He lit one off, but he didn't light it off in this end of town. Last night he let it off in the other end of town where he used to light them off, because he's getting some heat down here just from all the people that live down here and that know who he is and stuff. And they pretty much want to go out and just beat the shit out of the guy. So he's getting a bit of heat down this end of town. So my buddy called me right away and he's like, oh my God, they just did it down at my house. And it's like, yeah, they're not going to stop. They're doing it more. So they just did it a few nights ago down here at this end of town. And then, like I say, last night, they're at the other end of town. So if they come back to this end of town and light another one off when I got this video going, you guys will see what I mean. It's the craziest fucking shit. The phone will vibrate, like it's gonna move. You feel the pressure, the blast from a whole propane tank blowing up. You know what I mean? He's must be closing the relief valve somehow so it can't be opened. And he's heating them up. And boom. When it goes, it really goes. Somebody's gonna get killed. If anybody's walking near that, when one of those goes off, somebody walking their dogs or walking their kids or something, like, you're dead. Somebody's gonna get killed if they don't stop him. But it's just the Canada that I live in now, unfortunately. It's just the way it is, you know. It's retarded. But yeah, if you guys hear it, like I heard it when he lit that one last night at the other end of town, I was in my house. And when I heard it, it's not as loud when it's at the other end of town, but I still heard it and I knew what it was. And but when it's on this end of town, like where I am right here at the end of my driveway, it'll actually kind of scare you a little. It'll make you jump. Like it is that loud that it literally shakes the houses, you know. So we will see. But the guy seems to be getting more and more addicted to it. Last year when it started, nobody knew if it was a natural phenomenon or what was going on. But now that we know, and he's getting so addicted, he's just starting. It's been twice in 1 week now. So I mean, tonight we could hear another one, and it could be this end of town, could be the other end of town, could be the middle of town. Who knows? Who knows? But he's not going to stop until he's stopped. That's for sure. And who knows? Around here in this country anymore in Canada, they probably won't stop him until he does kill somebody. Eh? It's weird, but it's just the way it is. Oh. The old Friday night, eh? Oh, there's another flash of lightning, guys. That one's still quite a ways over. It's over on the other side of the river, but it's also way out, probably the other side of Lake Erie. So that's this storm we're getting tonight is probably coming in from like Pennsylvania way or something from the States. Eh? What the fuck was that? One of my cats, maybe? Oh, okay. Somebody's throwing garbage out. I didn't know what that noise was. Just a guy opening the garbage bin and throwing something in. I was like, what the fuck was that? I'm half paranoid now. You never know what these fucking crazy fucking crackhead fucks are gonna do anymore. But I'll tell you one thing. Wrong neighborhood, motherfuckers. Wrong neighborhood. You come down here, you pull that shit. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I guarantee you, I put all my garbage out there, right there at the end of the fucking road in garbage bags. And you're going in that fucking bag at the end of my road, and that's where you're gonna wake up. You fucks come down here, play with me. We'll see. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. They come into my neighborhood, they come onto my property. I don't care that everybody puts up with it. I ain't. Try it. Come on down and see. Yeah, like I won't kill nobody, but if I catch those guys around here, I'm going to knock them out. I'm going to dump their body right here. They'll still be alive, but I'm going to dump them right there where I put my garbage, because that's where I put my garbage. So I catch them out here trying to steal from my stuff and everything in the middle of the night. I don't care what Canadian law says. It's your ass if I catch you here. And I fucking mean it too. I'll promise you one thing. I catch you here at night on my property, you will never come back. Never. Ever, ever, ever. No fucking way. Pieces of shit. I fucking can't stand these fucks anymore. I really can't. But I guess I should try and be happy. Living in the world we live in anymore, it's getting harder and harder to do. There's a nice big flash of lightning. That's good. Oh well. I guess you never know. These crackheads, they wound up killing a cop or something with one of the little bombs, and then the police will want to do something about it, right? If one of them get killed. But for now, we just gotta kind of wait until something really, really bad happens before they're gonna do anything about it. It's crazy. It's literally insane. Welcome to Canada. What a fucking joke. Tell you, when I was a young man, you could not do any of the things that people are doing now in this country. You literally couldn't. I still think that way. You know what I mean? Like, I would never go out and just do stupid shit anyways, but like, it's little things. Like, it doesn't, little things that are like innocent, not even criminal, that doesn't bother me at all. Like, you want to ride your dirt bikes up and down the road? I don't give a fuck, right? I could care less. If it's okay, I'll go and do the same thing. No worries. I'll come join you and have fun. To me, that's just good, clean fun, that kind of thing. But back in the day, in my day, when I was young in this town, if you think you could ride your dirt bike around or light off fucking bombs every week, okay? No way. Boy, oh boy, back in my day, the cops were all over you for anything. They'd see us standing over by the river at night, and they'd come swarming after you just to see what the fuck we were doing. Throw the doobie in the river. Oh, no, we're just standing here shooting the shit, officer. You know, have a great night, right? But it was like, man, nowadays, holy fuck. I remember that in the camp, but they were throwing fucking rocks and stuff, big fucking rocks and logs and shit at cars driving by on the bridge and shit. Like, it's just like anything seems to go. Anything, right? You got people on video doing the porch pirate thing in the middle of the night, all night long. Same people. Like, everybody in town knows who the fuck they are. They're all over Facebook. They don't do anything about it. You know, the one chick that was doing that forever, then she wound up fucking committing suicide and stuff. So they just let people go and just kill themselves and do whatever and fucking do crime like nonstop for a living. It's just weird anymore to me. It really is, eh? But anyway, I guess this is supposed to be a workout video. I'm just ranting. I would apologize, but really, there's no need to. I know it gets me upset, all this crazy shit, but instead of apologizing, I'm not gonna, because it's literally that dumb, eh? See now right there, for example, okay? That's the way I am. I don't know if you guys noticed what just happened. I don't know if the camera just picked that up. But there was two normal people just walking by. So instead of going out and keep approaching them with a sledgehammer, right? I just instantly turned around when I see them, so they know I'm not a threat to them. You know what I mean? It's just little things, eh? Like that you do for each other. Just do the right thing every day, all the time. You'd be a much happier person. But unfortunately, you'd be a very lonely person these days. Eh? Well, we'll see if we can get some more lightning. Yeah, a little bit more lightning. Bit by bit, she keeps rolling in. Ooh. Nice slow walk tonight like this without carrying a bunch of weight on me. It's should make my knees kind of feel a little bit better. This will be our third night of walking for an hour straight. Oh, I was gonna check and see how long this has been. I'm guessing 15 minutes. Oh, 20 minutes. I was because I was mad. Get mad and time goes by faster. I'll have to remember that. Although I don't like getting mad. I honestly don't. I really truly don't. I know I can get pretty pissed off, but I really don't ever even want to be. It's retarded. I'd rather just be happy all the time. But you got people doing stuff in your neighborhood that could possibly get you killed. The people you love can get killed because of the shit going on. Now I start getting mad. You know what I mean? Just do a catwalk. You get that right off there. Oh, I thought that was Jay. Do a wheelie, Jay. Unloading his four wheeler out of the back of his pickup truck. That's what I'm telling him. Do a catwalk or a wheelie. A little more lightning over there, boys. A little more lightning going on. I've seen storms come up like that where the lightning will come in close and it just stops. It's done. It's gone. You know, I've literally seen that. Reminds me, I'm gonna have to put the tarp down on the front of my chicken coop tonight just to keep the girls from getting scared of the lightning and that. They're in their coop, they're in their box, but still close their tent up and then it feels more secure for them, man. I have to take a stop. I've been sipping my coffee on the next round when I get back down there to my phone. Or it goes, oh yeah, there's some more lightning. You see now it's coming more. Hey, more, there's another one right there. You guys can probably see that. Another one there. Oh, nice. It's not the first time. I got a video I did last summer where I was out here. I think I was just carrying kettlebells and stuff and water bottles and whatnot, you know, just carrying shit around in my driveway. But I know I got another video where you can see the lightning in the background like that, yeah. So this won't be the first one. Anyway, I'm gonna set this down and have part of my coffee. Oh, let's keep the legs moving. We'll have there's more lightning. It's coming up in two different spots, flashing. I'm curious tonight to see if those guys are going to do another propane bomb. Last night when they did it, it was still daylight, and they've done that twice now too, where they're not even waiting till the middle of the night anymore. And I kind of wish they would. If it was me, if I was setting off bombs, I would make sure I did it in the middle of the night. You know what I mean, over by the river or something. Because, like I said, all it takes is for somebody to be walking by, walking their dogs, taking their kids for a walk, whatever, right? And like these guys are lighting these off at 8 o'clock at night. There's still light out. Maybe even like 7 o'clock or 7:30 the other night. So if you're walking by and one goes off, you're gone. Plain and simply, you're gone. You're dead. And so this time of night right now, you go sneak down behind the graveyard into the river and boom, you light one of those off. Chances are nobody's around, so nobody's gonna get hurt. But doing it while it was still daytime. Imagine that. You go to the cemetery to visit your dead relative. Next thing you know, boom, you're dead. Yeah. How ironic would that be, eh? That does give me something to talk about, I guess. But it's too bad it can't be something positive because killing people with propane bombs is definitely not a good thing. It's not a positive thing in any way. It's funny when they go off too. Like, I mean, if it was done a little more safely, like when they were doing it in the middle of the night, and it's echoing down the river, so I know they did it right on the river. That can kind of make me chuckle a little. It scares the shit out of my dogs. It scares the shit out of the neighbors. It scares a lot of people because people don't know what it is. They say it does shake your house and stuff. But you know, like I'm still a little bit of a fucking rebel too. So I mean, there's a side to that that's a little bit funny. But when you start doing that shit in broad daylight where people can be just walking by, that's not cool no more because somebody's gonna die, right? So that's not cool. I'm not into that. I'm not into seeing people die so I can laugh for a second, right? Like, do it safely in the middle of the fucking night, in the middle of nowhere where nobody can get hurt. Okay, yeah, people, and that's what they were doing that at first. It was like every couple months, so nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew what it was, right? And it was always in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning and stuff. But now, oh yeah, now they're playing with people's lives, eh? For sure. They say if one goes off one night while we're out here, you'll see even with through this microphone, you will see what I'm saying. It is crazy. I just hope they're going to stay at the other end of town now for a bit. But the problem is they're going to get heat sooner or later down there at the other end of town, and then they're going to come back down here and do it again. That's the biggest problem. So to like never really stop for anybody for Well, there was a good little lightning streak there. I seen that one. There was another one. There's a good little flasher. Hopefully the phone's picking up because I know I've got my light on that phone. But still, when you're looking off into the darkness, that shit, I'll have to watch it back later and see. But yeah, it should be picking up some of that lightning. No thunder yet, though, just lightning. Hmm. Nice big flash that time. Well, let's pick this hammer back up and keep going. Get through this coffee, and I'll take a break from the hammer. I'll do a little kettlebell for a bit. We're at a half an hour, so we're doing okay. Say I try and get an hour a night in now this time of the year. On days where I don't work too late and stuff, I'll try and get an hour. Some nights I'll just be walking. Other nights I'll be overhead press, this, that, the old deadlifts and everything. Have chest night and have an arm night. And, ooh, there's some lightning there tonight. Some more lightning. Getting warm anyway, especially drinking the coffee. Oh, we got one lonely little star up there tonight, and that's it, boys. Pretty overcasted, I guess. A good little flash. Oh, another train. Seems like we always hear a train anymore in our videos, eh? That's okay. The old train rolling through. Oh, seen those two people coming out of the store. They kind of looked at me, swinging a hammer. People, they don't always know how to take that, especially the young guys. Kind of get scared. So I try and do this. See, I'll turn around right here instead of going to the end of my drive. I try and do this in a way that it doesn't scare people. Because let's face it, we pretty much live in a world full of fucking complete pussies now, right? So if you're out here exercising, you will have people running and screaming just because you're exercising. You know what I mean? I can see if I'm going after somebody with a hammer, chasing people around like a lunatic. But again, like I say, you got all these fucking cracked out fucking pieces of shit walking around. You don't know who's who anymore, right? So you see a guy with a hammer, I guess I can't totally blame him for being afraid. But it's too bad. It's too bad. Because the world wasn't always like that, eh? But it is now. A little hollering and screaming back there in the background. Yeah, the bullshit's all around me. But I've never once had anybody come in here like that that I didn't know. I've had a couple of them that I know from the past that showed up here, and I got rid of them real fucking quick. Buckster don't play that game. I don't smoke fucking crack or any other bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't do anything fucking stupid and retarded. I'm not some junky piece of shit, right? So I don't appreciate that. I've had a couple of them try and come to my house to save themselves, and it's like, no, you come to the wrong fucking place. Bye bye. Not my world. No way. You want to be that way? You go be that way on your own. I don't want nothing to do with anybody like that, and I never will. And I'll get violent if I have to. I almost had to the last time, but yeah, I think I kind of seen what was about to happen and took off. You finally listened. Oh, yeah, it's like people you don't even see for like 2 3 years, and not that they were all that good of friends or anything in the first place because they were fucked. And then the next thing you know, they're showing up at my house because they're in trouble and need help. Eh? Shouldn't have come here because you ain't getting no fucking help here. The only thing you're gonna get is you're gonna be worse off than when you came here. Because I don't play that shit. No way. So retarded. I don't even know why anybody would want to live that way. I really don't. I get it. That's not a propane bomb, guys. That was just a firecracker. If you heard that, even. But yeah, I get it that it's a sickness and an addiction and everything. But the one thing in my life that I will never understand is why anybody would do heroin in the fucking first place. When you see someone on heroin and they're all fucked right up, just the most disgusting fucking pieces of shit in the fucking entire world, all strung out on heroin. When you see that, right? Does that make you think, gee, I'd like to be like that and do heroin and be a fucking complete idiot retard? Never has worked that way for me. If anything, it's very fucking clear that I don't ever want to do anything like that. These people line up by the fucking millions now to do it, eh? Like, okay, let's go be retards. I don't know. It's fucked up. Stupid. It literally is funny though. It doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? Like to see what heroin does, and then one day have some idiot, oh man, you gotta try this. It's so fucking cool. It's like if you've ever left your house ever in your life and like learned anything at all, you've learned that it's doesn't look good to be one of those guys. So if your buddy says, "Hey man, you gotta try this fucking, it's the coolest thing ever," think about that. Think about what you're gonna look like, what you're gonna do for it. You know, it's retarded, literally is. Then someday you're gonna just think you're all innocent and this and that. Oh, I'm just taking something off your porch to go buy crack, right? One day when you're playing your little game, you're gonna run into the wrong guy, and then you're gonna be laying in a fucking hospital bed for a year and a half, eating through a fucking straw. And you still get out and want to go do heroin then? You know what I mean? Have fun with that, because that's what's gonna happen sooner or later. Most of them end up either dead from an overdose or just get the fucking shit kicked out of them real bad, so they're almost dead. You know, you steal people's stuff, break into people's houses and stuff. What do you expect, right? Not everybody's a fucking complete pussy piece of shit politician. Some people are actually going to kick the shit out of you and not fucking care about it at all. You ever seen that in war and stuff where they talk about like some guys will go out and fucking literally kill people all day long? Snipers and shit. Some of these guys will literally fucking kill people all day long, and they're out the second their head hits the pillow. They're out. They're sleeping. Doesn't bother them at all. You don't think there's people like that in fucking normal everyday life, motherfuckers? You know what I mean? You want to play around and be a fucking complete idiot, right? What about when you run into a guy one night that just does not give a fuck? Then you're gonna care. You're gonna wish you'd cared a lot fucking sooner. So if we're just gonna fill the country up with people like that, I guess she's just gonna be open season. Because who gives a shit what some fucking pussy like Justin Trudeau says? Fuck him and his rules and laws. Oh, you're not allowed to defend yourself if somebody breaks into your house. More like reality of the situation, more like those people won't be able to defend themselves if they break into my house. And I don't care what you say about it. Nobody, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'll do what I feel I have to do. Pretty much how I've survived my whole life. Ain't no point in changing now, is there? See the cop car drive by, so I don't think he saw me with my hammer. Because that's another reason I don't really want to be walking up the road right now and stuff with my hammer too, because the neighborhood is getting so bad. I used to be able to go out and walk with my hammer for an hour every night, and I had cops even pull up and shoot the shit with me and not even really ask me what I was doing because they could see I was just working out, right? But nowadays, who knows what people are gonna think now with all the crazy shit going on around here, eh? That's right. If you can film yourself, you'd be safer from that. Like if you're out filming yourself for an hour, working out with a hammer, walking up and down your street, the cops roll up and they're like, "Hey man, we got to report that you're chasing people around out here with a hammer." Well, if you got it all on video, then they're gonna be like, "Ah, this motherfucker that called us and said this lied to us because this guy had it all on video," and literally they can see with their own eyes that it didn't fucking happen. So that's how people are now, right? So if you can film yourself out in public, you're going to be protecting yourself from that kind of thing, eh? So it's good if you can. I was just looking there. There's a car, a white car, kind of looking at me weird and driving away real slow. That's the kind of person that will call us in. I just saw a guy working it with a sledgehammer. I'm going to say I just saw a crackhead running around with a hammer trying to attack people. But like I just said, we got this all on camera. So good luck with that. Lots of lightning now. Quite a few flashes over there. Anyway, set these down for a minute and do a few laps with the old kettlebell, say. See where we're at for time. I got myself pissed off again. I got thinking about stuff, and look at that. I only got like 19 minutes left to go, and an hour is up already. Okay. Getting warm, too. Getting warm. With a sweater on. Yeah, with the sweater on, walking back and forth. Definitely getting warm. Okay, well, let's get our old kettlebells going for a little bit. Still no thunder, just lightning. And here I was earlier thinking about going out my canoe tonight, But she's a very dark, moonless night. So that'd be one thing. It'd be just pitch black out there. And then if there's a storm coming in, it sucks to get caught in the rain out there on the rivers in the middle of the night in a thunderstorm. I have once. My cousin was with me one time. We had to paddle as fast as we could with lightning chasing us. And we went down and just pulled the canoe up on the shore in Big Park, and we ran into one of their big concrete bathrooms they have, and just the storm light came over top of us and stopped. 5 seconds later, we literally walked back to the canoe and everything was fine. But we were paddling like our lives depended on it, getting to that park. It was crazy. So I've seen some weird things with the weather here, these storms. My wife is explaining to me tonight how data kind of works and how much we have. So I know people like live videos, and might start doing a little more of that. Like obviously walking back and forth and stuff like this, I wouldn't be able to stop and read the comments. But still, people like live videos. Maybe we'll try a couple of those and see how that goes out here. Because we definitely have enough data that I could do that. She said I could probably do that almost every day for an hour. And also, where my phone is right now, it's probably still picking up on Wi-Fi if I was to do that, So therefore, I wouldn't even be using data unless I was like walking up and down the road. But I can't walk up and down the road with my hammer, switching from hand to hand, and at the same time switching my phone from hand to hand. It's never going to work like that. I would have to do some kind of different little GoPro thing or something, right? But we'll see. Maybe that'll be my thing this summer. Last summer, I got this microphone that I'm talking to you guys on and stuff like that. So we'll see. Every year, I can just kind of do something small every year to make the videos a little better and a little better. That'd be cool. Very quiet night tonight. I guess everybody's partied out from last night. Everybody's kind of drinking around here and partying all day and stuff too. So they're kind of all partied out. I see Diggy still. Why he's up there just staring at me out the window. Every time I look up, he's just sitting there watching. You're good, Dig. You're good. Everything's fine. He thinks somebody's out here with me because he hears me talking. That's what that is. He's standing there. I got the window open, so he's literally listening to me talk. And he's probably confused because he can't see anybody. Now there's some lightning that just come all the way down to the ground over there. You didn't see that one on the phone. That was behind Godfathers. but it came all the way down in a straight line. So that was cool. Still smells really weird out here tonight. That's funny. There is definitely something weird smelling on the air. Kind of like a werewolf smell or something. Well, we got about 12 minutes left, so if we don't get killed by a werewolf or some kind of stinky monster, we'll be okay. Probably gonna watch a good Bigfoot movie or something tonight when I go back in. A little more lightning. Feel these kettlebells pulling on the old forearms and fingers tonight. Ooh, I just saw a big flash as I turned my head. Oh, that one might have been out of the camera, but that was a good little flash. Well, we still got just over 10 minutes, but so far, no bomb going off tonight. Kind of hope one does go off on this end of town while I'm filming it some night so you guys can hear it. It's crazy. Well,